Hey everyone, fall travel season is right around the corner and this video is packed with all kinds of tips on what to pack and what to wear. Now this is the video for you if you are not a minimalist. If you are a minimalist and you live for carry-on only packing, I am probably not the channel for you. But if you are like me and you get a little bit of, let's say, travel anxiety, worrying that you're gonna forget something at home or you're gonna forget to bring something, I don't know, that you just think you need. I'm not saying I'm a maximalist, but I'm all about the check-in luggage. So buckle up, we're not going anywhere, but let's take a look at what to bring along if you are going somewhere. Let's start with the travel gear and then we'll close this thing out with a few of my go-to travel outfits. I have done a whole bunch of travel videos, so I will link to that playlist up here, but just to highlight my go-tos, my very favorite check-in luggage is from Quince. They have all kinds of options. My preference, I should say, is the hard clamshell type, so if that's something that you like, I highly recommend these from Quince. Comes in lots of colors, that kind of thing, very sturdy. I have dragged mine all over the country on planes. I don't think I've taken them on any trains unless you count the tram in between terminals at an airport and cars as well. As far as my go-to carry-on roller bag, it's another one from Quince. Also tied with that is the Away bag. I would say that the only difference between the Quince roller bags and the Away roller bags as far as the carry-on size goes is the Away might be a teeny bit lighter and doesn't scuff as easily as the Quince ones do, but there's also a big difference in price point. So I will link both of them. As far as my go-to carry-on personal item, the thing that I'm gonna shove under the seat in front of me, I have a few options depending on where I'm going and how much I want with me. If I want the maximum amount of stuff with me and I'm not as interested in repurposing the bag when I get to my destination, this is more of a duffel bag style from MZ Wallace. There is a similar option on the Quince website. Actually, I'll link to it. I've never seen it in person, but it seems very, very similar. Two big outer pockets here, little slip pocket here, pockets on the sides. And then what I think is key is this is a luggage sleeve, or you can zip up the bottom and make it a huge pocket. And then inside, just tons of space. A padded sleeve, big enough for a 16-inch laptop, which is what I have. More interior pockets. Very lightweight, very, very squishy. If I want more of a backpack style, I have, this is actually the Quince version, and this is the MZ Wallace version. They are very similar. I will say that the Quince one is a little more structured. So if you're more concerned with, say, a laptop, this one might be the one for you. The MZ Wallace is padded, but not quite as padded as the Quince, but they both have all the pockets, super lightweight, and they both have the luggage sleeve option on the back. And then if I want more of a tote when I get to my destination and I don't need as much stuff, although you can fit a ton, this is an older version of an MZ Wallace tote. This exact one is no longer available, but there's very, very similar ones, and there's some that are even bigger than this. I have quite a fondness for MZ Wallace bags. I just think if you want to do a splurge and something you're gonna use over and over and over, this one I've had the longest. It still looks brand new, even on the bottom, and it's been years and years and years, and it's been taken everywhere. My extra personal carry-on, now this is cheating, so I'm sure all of us know you're only allowed 2 carry-on items, but you know, if you are, say, traveling with someone who can watch your luggage while you wanna run to the convenience store in an airport or to the bathroom and you don't wanna take all of your stuff with you, it's nice to have like a little small handbag that can fit in one of those with your wallet and little immediate go-to things in here. So I highly recommend this one because it's gonna work well at your destination for all of your casual things. So this is the newest color. I originally bought it in this lighter color that I love. Love the little top handle. It's easy to pick it up and go. And then they both have the adjustable crossbody straps. These look small, but they fit a surprising amount of stuff in here. These are inspired, of course, by the Longchamp bags, but these are from Amazon. And there's one even deeper brown color if you like this style. And then I have one more carry-on bag I wanted to share with you. I have not personally taken this anywhere, so I can't attest to how well it travels, but this thing has been going viral all over the internet, so of course I had to order it. It's from the brand Bag Smart. It's a big brand over on Amazon. We're gonna talk about it again in a little bit because my favorite toiletry bag is from them. But this is kind of a 2-in-1 deal. You can carry it as a backpack or you can use it as a roller bag. So in its roller bag capacity, it has these wheels here and the little bumpers to rest it. So it just has the 2 wheels, and then it has a little zip up here, and then you just pull the retractable handle out. Now you've got it in roller bag mode. When you have it in roller bag mode, You don't have to do this, but these are the straps. You detach the bottom and you can tuck them into this sleeve area so it's all nice and smooth and whatever. And then if you want it in backpack mode, you clip these onto the rings. Now you have nice padded straps. And then there is a little hidden compartment back here that has a little nylon cover that comes out and covers the wheels and attaches with Velcro, but we're not gonna mess with that right now. Actual bag itself, the front of it has a ton of pockets. Zipper pocket here, zipper pocket here, another zipper pocket at the top, and then the main compartment opens like a suitcase. And you have this huge compartment with the straps, compression straps, just like a suitcase. And then on the back of the front panel has more zipper compartments, has a padded compartment for a laptop, just so many things. And it will definitely fit under an airplane seat. And I think it's pretty cool. The 2-in-1, I love options. If you haven't heard me say that before, then you must be new. So do make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any of these well thought out videos. Another personal item thing I wanted to share with you. One of the reasons I love the MZ Wallace bags is because they all have that luggage sleeve that lets you slide it over the top of your roller bag. And so you don't have to have something heavy on your shoulders or back. But some of us would like to bring our pretty tote bags along. And of course, they're not gonna come with a luggage sleeve. Or do they? Okay, so I didn't place this as well as I would have liked, but look how strong this is. This is a little gadget that you can order from Amazon, and I have all the links in a couple of places. I have them in the text underneath my head. That's the description box. You'll have to expand that to see all the links and all the info. Because it's hard, I also copy and paste that and list it as the first comment in the comment section. So if you can find the place to ask me where to find things, you found the comment section, just scroll to the top. So it's 2 straps, 2 nylon straps. They're stretchy and they're very strong magnets. And you put one on the inside of the tote bag and then you reach around to the other side and they will find each other. It is amazing how well and then I'm telling you, I mean, I know it looks like it was easy to pull them apart as you saw, not. So it gives you a 2-in-1 situation, pretty strong. 2-in-1 situation where the tote bag works on the luggage sleeve at the airport or wherever you're going, and then when you get to your destination, pop these off, and now you just have your regular tote bag. Okay, we're gonna jump around a little bit through the gear. One of my most requested links is my travel steamer, and just in case you've missed the many times I've referenced it, it's this guy. I do use it at home as well, but because it's foldable, so easy to travel with, I think it only works in the US. Lately, I've only been traveling in the US, so it has not been an issue. Just a reminder to empty the water reservoir before you pack it. I think this is also an essential, whether you're traveling by car or plane, a sleep mask. And this is my newest one. I'm getting a collection going here. I really love the extra padding here and how you can still open your eyes and your eyelashes aren't gonna get smushed in here. I like that it's adjustable, obviously, but this one has a little extra oomph to it. So this is a bit of a splurge for a sleep mask. Do you need this? No. Should you ask for this as a gift for an upcoming holiday or birthday? Wouldn't be a bad idea. You can charge it with a USB cord, and then if you push this button, there are different vibrating modes. So when you put it on, it just completely relaxes you. It also blocks out all the light. Well, it's nice for like a road trip if you're trying to take a nap. Essential on a plane if you're trying to tune everybody out and go to sleep for a little bit. I love this thing. But if you don't get this one, look for masks that have this sort of indentation for your actual eyes. It's a game changer. Let's talk a little bit about toiletries and liquids. So my newest, just straight up TSA liquids bag, this comes in a set of 3. It holds an amazing amount of stuff. I love that it's clear. It's a lot stronger than just a quart Ziploc baggie that I get out of my kitchen. It's fantastic, super easy. My husband now carries them. Our sons ordered them. Everybody loves these. I do know from hearing from you that I have a few bougie travelers. So I have a few bougie items sprinkled for you throughout this video if you are into some of the, let's just call them budget busters, if you will. This is the Cadence system, and I have 2 things in here. First is their medium pouch, and that's the part I'm honestly the most excited about, so let's talk about that first. It is a clear, foldable, quart size, if you get the medium, TSA approved pouch, and this, again, holds so much, and it has a magnetic closure, which is pretty cool, and it's very handy. Like it's not gonna just pop open in your bag. And then it does have this nice little carrying strap that I did tuck in. It's useful because then when you get to your destination, you can just set it on the vanity and you can see everything. And these magnets can also click, if you have multiple pouches, they click into each other. So they're like stacked up almost like a tray and they don't move around. I love them. Then you can order separately these little containers and they're magnetized. You can stack them. In this case, they stick together this way and you can fill them with liquids, with whatever you want. I've seen people put their jewelry in here. They are watertight. They are not gonna spill and they're big, wide mouths. So it's easy to pour things in, wash them, get things out. Very user-friendly, very bougie. They also have this fun little thing where the labels are magnets so you can pop them off and switch them with something else. I just love little gadgets. So if you're a gadget person or you know someone who is and they love to travel, this would also make for an amazing gift. Since we're onto liquids, let's move on to toiletries. This is my go-to toiletry bag. This is from the brand Bag Smart. Has the pouch back here. This is where I stick the stuff to keep my hair back. I'm just gonna pop in a picture of what it looks like unzipped. This is the medium size, by the way, and it's just always packed and ready to go. I just love it. I keep it stored under my sink, and when it's time for a trip, I grab it. When I come home, I make it a point to refill all the toiletries that are in there. That way I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. Have I ever traveled on a moment's notice? No, but if it ever happens, I'm ready. These are kind of new. So this comes in a set of 3. Let's just talk about the medium size one. They do nest into each other. These are more like travel pouches. They have a little bit of structure to them. They are water resistant, if not waterproof. And I love how you can store different things in here depending on the size, maybe smaller toiletry items in here, bigger bottle things in here. That would obviously have to go into your checked luggage. And then this is the biggest one. Just anything I can find to organize, I really do prefer. This is another item I've been using for years. It's worth talking about again. This is a silicone mat, as you can see. So great for resting your heated hair appliances like a curling iron or a straightening iron, flat iron on there. But it's also, and most importantly, a silicone pouch. So you can take that hot item, shove it in there, wrap the cord around it, and pack it without worrying that you are now gonna set all of your clothing on fire. I use these at home. I store all of my hot tools in here and wrap the cord around it, and this is how I store them in my cabinet. An essential toiletry item, of course, is a toothbrush, whether you are at home or away, and I just ordered these. They come in a set of 6, so that price you're seeing is for 6 of these guys. They are folding toothbrushes from the company Gum, and so this part lifts up, you unfold your toothbrush, you snap it closed, so it's like its own case all in one. You're ready to go, and then voila. So if you don't have anywhere to store it on a vanity upright in a cup or something, it has its own little travel holder, which I think is super cute. Since we're talking about toiletries, let's just stay there for a moment. I do have some perfume ideas, some scent ideas, if you will. So during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, I did pick up this travel size set of the replica fragrances. It's the, I think, like warm and spicy scent. I'm actually wearing one of them today. By the Fireplace, Jazz Club, and Autumn Vibes. So if you're trying to limit your liquids, these are good size, but also I just wanna highlight this particular pack, very budget friendly. It's from the brand Lake and Sky, and it's their Discovery set. And none of these are particularly big, but they're plenty big enough. And none of these are offensive. Obviously, I'm never gonna recommend anything to you that I would find offensive, but none of these scents are so strong and overpowering or so to one end or another. They're all very pleasant. They smell different, but they're all very pleasant. And I just think it would be great to grab 1 or 2, maybe a day fragrance and an evening fragrance, pack it in your liquids bag or pack it away in your check luggage, whatever you want. But I think these little sampler sets are fantastic to grab if you are a frequent traveler, and it's a fun way to experiment with some different scents. And then this is brand new to me, solid scents. Then you don't have to worry about liquids at all. This is from the brand Noise, and they do make the liquid perfume spray version, but they also make a solid stick roller ball or roller stick. It smells so good. This one is called Unmute. I love it. Stick it in your purse. I think it's just so much more travel friendly than any other option I can think of. And the cap is magnetized. Let's just talk about a few tech things. So big rule now is if you're charging your phone with an external battery or charger, it needs to be visible. To me, that seems like an odd rule. Who would put their phone away anyway? So I just upgraded to a few new options that are very robust. Anchor is a brand, like just absolutely, you can trust this thing. And what I love about it is that it has the MagSafe option, so you can just stick it to the back of your phone. It's charging, and then it has this kickstand on the back, so you can watch movies or whatever you're doing. And it has you can vary the tilt if you want. But if you want an even faster charge, it does have a connected charging cord. So if you wanted to actually do 2-in-1 and maybe charge your iPad while you're charging your phone or vice versa, this is pretty handy little guy. Love that it has the extra cable in here. Also, when you get to your destination perhaps, or if you just want to charge multiple items at once, I love these guys. They're retractable. One end is a USB-C, plugs into a power source or charger. And then on this end, you have a variety of charging cables, Lightning, USB-C, USB-C micro, all kinds of things. Very handy, and it comes in a set of 2. And then when you get to your destination, if I can fit it in my luggage, not every time, but almost always, I get this guy. This is a 15-foot multi-port, multi-plug extension cord. You can get it in 15 feet, I think 20 or 25 feet, 5 feet. Where the bed is and where the outlets are not always close to each other. And this does allow you to plug in multiple items, and it's just come in handy so many times. I've gone over what to pack. Now let's talk a little bit about what to wear en route. These all will work at your destination as well, but you really want to be comfortable when you're traveling. I do also think you still want to look like you've tried and you're a little bit more put together. I just feel like everybody feels better when they feel like they're put together. So a couple of outfits, go-to things I've worn over the years, a few new pieces. First and foremost, the best travel accessory for clothing is a cashmere wrap. I have this one from J. Crew, this one from Quince. It would be hard for me to blindly tell you which one is which just by feel. The J. Crew wrap is almost $200 on sale, over $200 full price, and 2 inches wider than the Quince one, which is right at $100. More color options, 2 inches bigger, over $100 less most of the time, 2 inches smaller. I think only 3 or 4 colors, but I wear it as a wrap. I wear it as a blanket. I smush it up and use it as a pillow. I have also used it to hide from people on the plane and do like a darkening thing and just like pull the whole thing over my head and give off the please leave me alone vibes. I love these, do not regret them. And then of course, when you get to your destination, if you're cold in your hotel room, this makes for a great throw blanket. It's also another great extra layer if you're going somewhere cold. They're fantastic. Another great option is an oversized cashmere cardigan. It's like wearing a blanket, and then obviously when you get to your destination, it's just another piece of clothing that you can wear. I also want to talk about the outfit that I happen to be wearing today. This is all loungewear, but it's not a set. We are going to talk about sets in a second. If you want to wear separate pieces that don't look all matchy-matchy, the key here is the fabrics. And this jacket from Soma, it's a modal jacket. It is so soft. It feels a lot like the Spanx Air Essentials fabric, but I think it's a lot softer. It's much more lightweight. I love that this has a double zipper, so you can open it from the top or the bottom. This also comes in black. I ordered both of them. I am wearing it over a Spanx Air Essentials tee, which layers well under this, and it's easy to wear with other pieces when I get to my destination. And then I am wearing a pair of yoga pants that kind of look like trousers because they have pockets and they have some seams. I'm wearing it in the shorter length, but it does come in a taller inseam length if you need a little more length on your leg. Before we get into the sets, I also want to mention that jeans are great for traveling, especially if you're getting off the plane and going somewhere for dinner or something like that, where you don't want to look like you're just basically traveling in pajamas, which I have no problem with, clearly. Jeans may seem like the worst idea for traveling. You just have to pick good ones. I really like the ones from Cut from the Cloth, and Chico's probably the best because they're very, very lightweight and very soft. You do not feel constricted and uncomfortable in these. You're going to love them. And I wanted to point out another cardigan. This one is new from Ann Taylor. I love the length and how soft and cozy it is. And then when you get to your destination, because of the style, it would work really well as a jacket, or you could bring like a little skinny belt and wear it completely buttoned up with the belt on top. It's just a totally different outfit when you get to where you're going. I also just purchased this jumpsuit. It's a lookalike version. Spanx makes the original one. I don't have the Spanx one. This one I think is amazing. And I know you're gonna think a travel jumpsuit jumpsuit, that's an oxymoron. Yes, normally I would not recommend a jumpsuit for traveling because you have to basically strip naked to go to the bathroom, and then it's all pooled around your ankles on the bathroom floor, which is disgusting. This one has a hidden opening in the back. From the back, it looks like it's a two-piece, and you can just lower your bottoms and do your business and all that, and then pull it back up, and you are good to go. No disrobing necessary. I love it. And yes, it's sleeveless, but then it lends itself to a cozy jacket, cardigan, or whatever on top of it. I do have some specific sets to recommend. So my newest one I just shared with you in my latest Amazon haul earlier this month. I love all the colors that it comes in. I like that it's a shorter sleeve for now, so it's great to wear now when it's still warm outside, but it layers well under something else as well. I think both pieces work well separately, as they will with all the sets I'm about to show you. And I love that it's a V-neck instead of a higher crew neck. It's hard to find sets that have that neckline, and it is one that I prefer. I also love a good pair of sneakers. I did splurge on a pair recently for a trip that I am actually coming back from as you're watching this video. And I think something that is key to make sneakers a lot more easier to travel in is to swap out the ties for no ties. I just ordered another set for the sneakers that I'm wearing throughout this video. I ordered these in white. If you look at it from the back, they just slip into the holes and they turn your sneakers into slip-ons. I also have ordered these elastic laces that come with a little cable thing, and then like once you get it to where you want it, you cut it, and then they are also slip-on. I just love the look of a tied sneaker that looks like a slip-on. So definitely key for travel and every day. Two other sets I highly recommend. The first one is from Gibson Look. It's from their newest Scuba line. It's from their latest launch of Scuba Knit fabrics. Comes in 3 colors, and the kind of sage green set that I have is now fully stocked at Nordstrom. So if you'd love to shop at Nordstrom, it is there. Much more limited sizing options available on the Gibson Look website, but I do have 15% off discount code for that, and do check the description box and comment section for all the codes and stuff like that. Also back in stock is this loft set. Absolutely love it. Very similar to the Spanx Air Essentials, a little bit lighter weight, a little bit drapier, and of course, way less expensive, especially on the weekends. Loft seems to always be having a sale. And then lastly, if I've got my bougie, not on a budget travelers watching, I do want to talk about this set that I just got from Varley. Varley is a name that just keeps coming up over and over, and I've been looking for lookalikes on Amazon. Haven't found anything close yet. I will keep you posted when I do, but I did get the Varley zip-through jacket and the Varley wide leg pant, and I did want to show it to you for a variety of reasons. One, yeah, it's fabulous, as it should be. Each of these pieces are expensive. They do have sales from time to time. They do have a nice size range, extra, extra small through XL. I would say it runs pretty much true to size. Couple of little details that maybe don't warrant the full price point, but what separates it from others. There's a lot of detailing going on. Little things like the drawstring waist on the pants are hidden inside the pant. You tie it on the inside and tuck it all in, so it gives you a nice clean front. The pants themselves come in 3 inseam lengths, something you don't see in a lot of brands, a 28, a 30, and a 32. I am wearing the 30. They are a little too long on me. I could swap them out for the 28. I think they would be perfect. The pants have a nice pin tuck seam. The jacket has the double zipper, and if you look closely, has a really pretty satin trim going along the zipper length. Little details like that. I do know we have a lot of Varley fans here. A Varley sweater I shared during the Nordstrom anniversary sale was in the top 3 items that you guys picked up during the sale. So for those of you that love Varley or just waiting for a good sale, I did want you to see what it looks like on, and yeah, it's a pretty nice brand. I did pick the jacket over the half zip pullover style because I figured I could get a lot more wear out of the jacket. I could wear it over a tank like this one, and then an open as a jacket. I could wear it as the jacket of my trip throughout the trip. I could zip it up and wear it more like a top, whereas the half zip pullover, I'm kind of just stuck with the pullover. Not as much to do with it, and at that price point, I want as much versatility as I can get. The pants, because of the seaming and the wider leg and the length, I could dress that up with a blouse or a sweater, change the shoes, and it's a whole different look. All right, with all that, I'm hoping you are set for your next travel adventure. Let me know if you have any travel plans on the horizon, anything fun. Would love to hear about that. I have a little bit of travel in September locally, not too far in Texas, a couple of big trips out to California in October, and then who knows? At least I am prepared to go somewhere. Hope you had fun today. Hope you learned something or was a little bit entertained. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.